Love Night Sisters on WeTV at 10 p.m. on Thursdays. I just want to start off right off the top is how y'all doing today?
Great. Doing well. How are you?
Good. I'm good. I've been watching the show. I like it. It's fun. I just got a first question is, what made you guys, like you ladies, want to do reality TV?
Who wants to answer that? Ruby, you want to answer?
Okay, I'll answer for you. Well, really, actually, it kind of starts with Ellen and I. They were married to NBA players or their ex-husbands, and when they were wives, they were approached to do a couple of different reality TV shows, but they turned them down. They didn't want to do reality TV with anyone except family. So, Datari Turner and Leslie Elliott basically came up with the idea of us doing a show based on, our family. Originally it was, more members of our family because we come from a family of 8. But in the end it just ended up with, myself, Ellen, and I own. So that's kind of how it all started.
Okay, that's interesting. So your other sisters and brothers didn't want to do the show at all? Or
not this season, but hopefully they'll come on next season.
And our older brother, Aaron appears in the show, as well as the kids, a lot of our nieces and nephews. Our mother also appears on the show, and our aunts appear on the show. So we do have a lot of family members, but, several of our siblings, they weren't interested in being on national television.
Right. So it's kind of like you get to be the first ones to go on national television. They see how it goes, and then if they like it, they'll say, okay.
Yeah, Andrew, exactly. We're the guinea pigs. We're the guinea pigs. That's right.
So how is it having a camera on you all the time?
You know what? It can be very taxing and long hours. I think that, when we went into reality TV, we didn't know how demanding, it could be. And, taping for, 12 hours a day. And a lot of times, you get really tired and different attitudes come out. And so I think that, we were kind of shocked with how demanding it was.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Now, I have a question. It's an interesting question. So in your normal lives, if the camera wasn't there, I mean, do you actually act like this without the cameras there? Or
yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Everything that we did on TV, we act just like it. So.
Okay. No, that's fair. So I noticed that you have Rucker Roots, which is a hair care line, and I wanted to ask you, how did that get started?
Ellen and our mother always used kitchen products like mayonnaise and olive oil and eggs to do different hair masks on us growing up, and we always called her like a kitchen beautician. And we, as mothers, as we had our daughters, we did the same thing. And so we just came up with the idea of, bottling up our kitchen beautician type concoctions that we've made for our girls so that the world could experience, we always had a lot of hair, and we've always gotten so many compliments on our hair and how healthy it is. And we don't wear weave. We do wear clip-ins, some just for thickness. So we just thought that the world needed a good product, and we just got with the chemist and got the formula right and came up with Rucker Roots.
Andrew, you didn't watch the episode last night?
Last night, no. I tried to watch it, and I missed it. I was trying to on-demand it, and it's not there yet.
No, it's not there till Monday on demand. Yeah, that episode last night is all about Rucker Roots.
Episode 3, and it's kind of the story of Rucker Roots. The episode that aired last night is the story of Rucker Roots.
Okay.
Yeah. With all the
Where are you out
drama.
of? What city are you located in?
Well, I'm located in California.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Cool.
So Los Angeles.
Okay.
Let me ask you this. Are you prepared for the social media and how it could, attack you and blow things out of proportion?
Well, Well, we've already been, we've already started being attacked via, Black Twitter is eating us up. So, yeah, I mean, if we were not prepared for it, we're in the firestorm of it, and we're dealing with it. I mean, that's what happens when you put yourself on national TV and you show private moments that mostly only family and very close friends see, and you open up your life to the world and for the world to judge everything that you do. In my case, it's judging the way I parent. And I knew it was going to be, it might be some, commentary as to, what we do on TV. But some of it has been extreme, and it's been a little harsh, I'll be honest. And I just, I think that America needs to keep watching Love Thy Sister to see that we are, we do show black women in a positive light. And it is a family show, and it's about, us as a family and how we have ups and downs, and we have disagreements, and we have things that we do in our individual households that the other two of us might not agree with. So, yeah, I mean, we're in the firestorm.
We have had some very positive response too. Fortunately, I think we could say probably 90% of, our interaction on social media has been very positive. About 10% of, interaction, we get negative feedback on things that have happened in the show. So we are blessed that we have the majority on our side.
Right. Yeah. I was going to ask you, do you think it all came from the incident where Ellen and your daughter almost got backed over by that car?
Yes. The clip, the 20 or something second clip that was on a lot of the blogs on the, the Hip Hop World Star blog and some other very popular blogs where, most people who saw the clip who responded negatively did not see the entire episode. But those people who saw the entire episode, they had a different, they had a different view about it. In fact, one blogger named Jared Scott Page, I think he's out of Atlanta, he changed his whole view once he went back and he viewed the entire episode. He changed his whole attitude about the show, and he endorsed our show on his blog. So I think a lot of it came with people who they don't have the whole story. And I hate that in America. A lot of times we go off on one little thing and we decide that, something is horrible without having the whole entire story. And that's what happened with that situation. So.
Yeah, I watched the whole episode, and to me it was, it was justified. I thought it was completely justified.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were trying to say we were promoting cursing, and it's totally opposite of what we were doing. So it was all of the negative comments were actually incorrect because that wasn't what the whole episode was about. They just saw that one clip and put judgment out there that we were promoting a 9-year-old to curse when that really wasn't what we were doing. So
even hints that she doesn't believe in cussing and she tries not to cuss. So kind of like
exactly.
I guess it didn't.
Exactly.
Which is going to lead me to Ruby. I have to ask you. I watched the episode, and it's the episode when you go into the doctor's office and you go after the hoochie mama. Did you ever think maybe to console your husband first? Was my question.
Yeah. You see on the episode that I end up apologizing to him in the end, because we talk about the fact that we're a team. And, Ford's gorgeous. Ford's 6'6". He has green eyes. He still looks like, a college basketball player. So women are always going after him. I mean, I just have to be honest. But normally we do approach it together when there's a situation. But in that situation, as you see, I let my aunties get me riled up because they were saying that, this lady was, trying to give him massages in the office and stuff. And I was dead wrong for not talking to him about it first. And I should have, before I ever went up there, I should have talked to him about it and realized that, she was a temp and he and his office manager, Yolanda, they were trying to get her out of there. But it was just a situation where the office manager was even kind of a little intimidated by her too as well, because she was just so like about it, to use like, slang, as you saw in the episode, and I lost my cool. But, that's what happens when, you have cameras following you. They're going to, America's going to see your flaws, and that's one of my flaws. I am very protective of my marriage. I have to be honest. And I don't know if that's a flaw. I think that's probably a good thing. We're going on 16 years, and, now in this day and age, a lot of people can't say that, so.
Oh, it's true, and I do see that you're very protective. I see you're protective of your husband, your family, and your sisters, and you kind of look out for them. You're kind of like always making sure that everything is good for them, and no one's going to be doing any bad to them, which is a great thing. So I understand that.
Oh, thank
100%.
you. Thank you, Andrew. Yeah, I'm a lioness, honey. I'm a lioness.
Okay, so this is for Ione. I have a question. So you say that you're the youngest, and that you get a lot of lessons learned from your sisters. So I was going to ask you, what are some of the most valuable lessons that you've learned from your siblings?
Oh, wow. I've learned so many valuable lessons from being the baby, always being up under my mom, and I felt like I was always wise beyond my years because of seeing them going through a lot of heartache and going through a lot of boyfriends. I didn't date a lot until I got to college. I think that was one of the lessons I learned from seeing Ruby, Patsy, and Ellen fall in love so much and, get hurt. And I just learned a lot about dating, a lot about men and relationships. So I learned a lot. I learned a lot of great life lessons from being the baby.
So which sister gives you the best advice?
You know what? Both Ruby and Ellen give me very good advice. I always go to both of them. I can't say that I go to one more than the other. They both give me equally great advice about, different things in life. I probably go to Ruby more so about relationships because she has been married for so long, and probably go to Ellen more for business type things because we're in Rucker Roots together. Well, all of us are in Rucker Roots together. But as you can see from the episode last night, if you look at episode 3 last night, you'll see about Rucker Roots. So it's different things that I go to for them about different things. So
and Patsy,
they both give me very good.
Patsy, about your walk with Christ, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, my sister Patsy is very religious, so I go to her a lot about, about Christ and about prayers if I need her to pray for me about something. And, if something is spiritually bothering me, we'll sit on the phone and pray together. So I go to my siblings for different things, but they all give me very good advice. I'm very blessed to have a big family that we're very close knit, and we can talk about any and everything together.
It's fun to be the youngest, right?
I'm sorry?
It's fun to be the youngest, right?
Yeah, it is. I enjoy being the youngest. I don't have a problem with it at all.
She's spoiled. She's so spoiled.
They all say I'm so spoiled, but I don't see that at all. I don't feel like I'm spoiled.
Of course you wouldn't see it.
Exactly.
You wouldn't see it.
She's not going to see it.
Mm-hmm.
So on episode 1, Ruby introduced you to your brother Aaron's friend, and you go on a date yet? Happened? How's that going?
Yeah, I dated Carl. I actually dated Carl for about a month or 2 months, and he gave me a really nice book because he said I was guarded. That helped me a lot, called The 5 Love Languages, because he said he needed to learn what my love language was. And so, we dated, but he is so busy with his practice. He's a big time doctor here in Charlotte, a gastroenterologist. And I'm so busy with my kids, and he's also a very avid runner and outdoorsman. He does all kind of outdoor extreme sports. So we really didn't make a lot of time for each other, but he is a great person. I think he's still a bachelor here in Charlotte, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, he's a really nice guy. We were just better as friends.
Right. Did you do any outdoor extreme sports with him, like maybe go river rafting?
No, he wanted me to do all kind of outdoor stuff with him, but that's really not my cup of tea. I don't really like doing all. He wanted me to go whitewater rafting and zip lining and all that kind of stuff, but I was just too scared to do all that stuff.
Okay, so Ellen's on the phone too, right?
Ellen, yeah, Ellen here.
Ellie,
Yeah, I'm on the phone. Yes.
So about you and Bakari, how is everything going? Because I know that your sister Ruby doesn't really approve of him, and Ion's been trying to get him to propose. So where are things at right now, or what can you tell us?
Well, you definitely have to watch the show, the rest of the season, to see what happens with our relationship. But I can tell you that we still are together.
Okay. Wait, who was that did that thing?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Who was that just did that sound? Was that Ruby?
Yeah. It was me.
Hey, Ruby, why don't you like him?
Why don't I like Bakari?
She's the one.
Well,
that
you have to watch the show, Andrew.
Just keep watching, Andrew.
You gotta watch the show, Andrew, to see why I don't like him. Just keep watching the show. Keep watching the show. It says why I don't like him. But to give you a skinny, I just think that he's too young for Ellen. That's just, I think Bakari is he's a good fit for somebody, but he's not Ellen's fit. Does that help? Is that good enough? He's not Ellen's. He's a great guy, but he's not Ellen's guy.
The unfortunate part
that's your
about
skinny.
it, though, I think that nobody in their eyes is good enough for me. That's the unfortunate part.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I don't know about that either. But that's my tagline. Bakari's a good guy, but he's not Ellen's guy, and he would be a good fit for somebody else, but not Ellen.
Okay, so I have to ask.
That's my quote. But you still need to watch the show to see how it unfolds, right?
No, I will. I promise I will. Let me ask one question. So, Ellen, do you have a type? Because I know Bakari is like kind of looks like a basketball player. So, are you?
I don't have a particular type. I like smart guys. I like guys that I can have intellectual conversations with. Someone that I feel like I'm compatible with in that sense. And so, I can definitely say that, Vince is very smart. He's very business-minded, as well as Bakari. Bakari is very, a very astute guy. So I definitely am drawn to, someone that I can have fulfilling conversations with.
And Andrew, she won't like anybody who's under 6 feet. Don't front, Ellen. She don't like anybody who's under 6 feet.
She does. She has a height requirement.
She has a height requirement.
She has a height requirement.
She has a height requirement. You're right about that. It's a height requirement.
I've had boyfriends under 6 feet, guys.
Who is?
6 feet.
Who?
Huh?
Who under 6 feet?
Julie?
Who was under 6 feet?
I've had boyfriends under 6 feet. Item?
I don't remember any of them, Andrew. I don't remember anybody under 6 feet. I don't. Do you remember anybody?
I don't remember any either. I mean, maybe Mark, but I think he was right at 6 feet.
Yeah, he was at 6 feet.
Isom was almost 6 feet.
Isom's at 6 feet too.
No.
Isom's at 6 feet too.
And you can't say that about me. I dated short men. I've dated somebody that was my height before. That's about 5'4".
And me too. I date all types.
I dated short men, tall men, old men, white men, black men.
Asian. I dated all types of men, Andrew.
Me too.
I dated all types of men.
Ruby,
I don't discriminate.
And my requirement is they have to have a brain.
Oh, okay.
Ruby, wait.
Okay.
Isn't your husband's tall too, right?
Yeah, my husband's tall. My husband's very tall, but my longtime boyfriend was in college was only about 5. He was only about 5'7". My boyfriend that I dated for the most of my college days was 5'7". And I've dated all types of different men. I mean, I don't really, and all of my boyfriends had different personalities, so I don't really know what my type is. But I'm glad I ended up with Ford Sawyer Cooper. That's all I can tell you.
So you look great.
She loves her husband.
Let me ask, what do you perfect guy for your sister Ellen?
For my sister Ellen? Well, well, I think the perfect guy for my sister Ellen, he needs to be at least 40 years old. I feel like he needs, 40 years old. Probably been married too, sort of divorcee, so he has a little bit more experience about how a marriage works. And somebody who's smart, somebody who's driven in his career. And that's it. The other requirements, he doesn't, for Ellen, but I mean, I'm not choosing for her. It doesn't have to be anybody.
Yes,
Somebody who's just,
that's the important part. Nobody can choose for me. I choose myself.
You choose for yourself.
So, but yes, she's choosing for herself. But yeah, if I was to choose somebody, he needs to be at least 40 years old. Probably has been in a marriage too. And he's just, very, just into Ellen and very driven in his career. Those would be my requirements for her guy.
Okay, so for what do you think the perfect guy is for Ione?
Same requirements. At least 40 years old, probably somebody who's been in a relationship before, so they're knowledgeable about how a marriage or relationship works. And somebody faithful, and somebody very, for both of them, God needs to be faithful, and somebody very driven in their career. No race, no height requirement, none of that, just those things.
You have another guy.
They can look any kind of way.
Ruby.
Huh?
Oh, sorry.
Do you have another guy in mind for Ione to go on a date with?
For another guy in mind?
No, please don't.
Not right now. Not right now, but I'm always, I'm very social, so I'm always coming across men who, have.
Oh, that's right.
Carl. I just try to hook you with Carl. And I still think Carl's a great guy. And somebody's going to eventually lock Carl down. Somebody.
Yeah, somebody.
Yeah.
So let me. Is there anything that you want your fans to know about you?
I think that they should know that we're very educated women. We're very driven in our careers. We have a lot of different things going on with fun, but we also value family and we love the Lord.
Okay. That's it. Anyone else?
Yeah. I just think I want America to know that, we are representing, women in the most positive light that we feel that we can represent women. Yeah, we might do some things that people don't agree with, but for the most part, we feel like we're having a lot of self-respect for ourselves on TV to give, Women's Entertainment Network a great show that's, on the 10 o'clock hour. And, I mean, I just think that we're just, we're doing a great job of representing, ourselves in the best light that we can.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, and just to piggyback off of Ruby, I just want people to see us in a positive light because I think that we're great mothers, we're educated, we're business owners, and we love our family and we love the Lord, so we don't want to be portrayed in a negative light. But a lot of the things we do on TV, is because we're on TV. It's funny. We want to be funny and we want to be entertaining, and our lives are like that. So, and we are accepting of all people. Like my best friend is transgender, and I love him no less that he's transgender, and our family loves him no less that he's transgender, and we've always welcomed him with open arms, with open arms into our family. So we're very tolerant. We're modern Southern women. We have high morals, but we are very tolerant of all different types of people.